When I skate around the city, seeing everyone drinking Starbucks and doing whatever the fuck, I wonder if you have any idea about this pipeline. If I told you Wreck Beach, Third Beach, Crab Park would be affected, would you care or believe me? Welcome, all my relations. My name is Taran Kootenhayoo. I am Dene Sonslinaire from Cold Lake, Alberta. I am Yahi Witch Hostaby, Mountain Stonies. First and foremost, I skate. I've been skating for over 10 years now. Otherwise, I'm a playwright, actor, spoken word, poet, activist. It's an honor to be able to do all of this work on the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh territories. We live in a world that exists in constant motion. From vehicles traveling produce to our superstores, to the literal planet rotating on an axis in the stars. There isn't many moments we get to feel as if things have stopped. But that's not to say that those moments don't exist. We plant seeds in fertile soil, the dearth beneath our fingernails, while we witness worms wiggling their way away from the freshly dug hole, only to return when things come back to normal. Somewhere in between dreaming of the harvest and feeding our loved ones, we stopped. Stopped hearing the ever-present hum of having to pay rent on stolen land. Stopped feeling like there wasn't any hope for a future worth living. Stopped seeing the hurt in everyone's eyes as if you weren't hurting yourself. The moment was there, and so were you. We hold on to these moments. They feel less than a minute and at the same time infinite. We get out of ourselves and into the world around us. We give so that others may take. We live in a world that exists in constant motion. We live, and that's enough.
Dad bites.
What?
Party, guys.
That's a lame video.
Where's the rave?
Bust it down. Real trap shit.
My name is Taran Kootenhayoo. I'm Dene Sonslinaire and Stony Nakota. I'm a member of Alexis Nakota Sioux Nation. This is my second year. It was beautiful. It was awesome. Like at the Queen Elizabeth Theater, it was really exciting, and it's amazing seeing like all the beautiful work by the designers, but also the models just like being like resilient and indigenous. It was really cool to see that like representation, and I wasn't too sure what to expect, but when I was there and I got to be a model as well, it was really empowering. Yeah. When I was a child, I remember running around, chasing and playing with a girl. She was my mother's best friend's daughter. She had a sundress on, it was sunny outside, and I remember wearing a smile on my face the whole time. When I was a child, I remember having crabapple fights from across the street with my friends. We wasted almost all of the crab apples from those 2 tiny trees, just throwing them at each other. It was hilarious and it was fun. When I was a child, I knew what it felt like to be happy, because it was very different when I was not. Gravity was heavier, walls were larger, blankets became a lot more comfier. I find myself inside those blankets more often than not. I find myself inside this body where the child I once was seems to have been forgot. In there, somewhere, I can see the crab apples lying on the streets. In here, somewhere, I can see myself smiling with rosy cheeks. If my brown skin could be rosy, anyways. I carry my blanket with me. I carry it when I sit on transit. I carry it when I sit across from people I know. I carry it when I'm pretending that things are just fine and that I don't want to let go. Because if I let go, I'll lose the warmth of my own comfort. If I let go, if I let go, if I let go. When I was a child, I didn't know my father. When I was a child, I couldn't find a father. So I carried a blanket with me when gravity got heavy. I carry it every day when I sit on transit, when I sit across from people I know, when I'm pretending that things are just fine and that I don't want to let go. When I was a child, I didn't know when I would turn into an adult. Now that I'm an adult, I thank the child in me that taught me what it was like to be happy. I thank that child for being good to me. Masi Cho. It helped a lot.
Welcome to What's Your Story Vancouver, and I'm James Jenkins, and over here is Taran Kootenhayoo. He is a star to watch at this year's Whistler Film Festival. Taran, maybe give us a little rundown of who you are, a little BG on yourself, a little backstory.
Abawashted Gukua, Taran Kootenhayoo, Thue Chochtue, Hots Eat and Esonslinehesli. I said, welcome, all my relations in Stony Nakota. And I said, my name's Taran Kootenhayoo, and I'm Dene Sonslineh from Cold Lake. It's in Alberta. I'm a member of Alexis Nakota Sioux Nation. And yeah, it's like Treaty 6 territory. Yeah, so I'm Dene Sonslineh in Stony Nakota.
Right.
And I currently pay rent in Vancouver.
Everyone slap your leg or something. Yeah, slap your face. Slap your face. Slap your face.
Yeah, you're my sister named Coco. I call you my sister, but every says that, so yo, that is my sister. They say, yo, yeah, me too. And I'm like, no, mister, please. You changed my dirty ass butt. When I was little, I was running around the dirt. She was like, get over your fuck.
Yeah! Too good. Oh shit.
Wait, what kind of music you want? What kind of music you want?
I just fought this bitch inside a Billy Cool. Hoping no rape, got stars up on the roof.
Over there. All right, on the count of 3, say your Indian status card out loud. 3, 2, 1. 911-53503. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 7, 0, 0, 5, 3, 5, 0, 3. Yeah. All right, for all you non-status, go to Cartwell Mall and get some electronics for tax-free. Just remember that number.
just need to go straight for the two-head. Hope. Pow! Oh, baby.
One more.
Come on, let's go. There you go. That fast ass runner.
I'll get you anything you need, baby. Work for everything you see, baby.
Darn.
Wow.
Keep speaking.
Where's her mouth? Oh my god.
This might hit somebody. Back, and he said, "Nah, you don't need me. You need a job, homie." Exhibit tweeted me.
You're gonna feed him?
Were those just from? Just super. It doesn't work like this. You need to use this sweater. Please tell me this isn't your hand. If this is your fucking hand, I'm just fucking done with these fucking hands. You're gonna go up, and then you're gonna come back down. Like this. Whoa, and then you go that way. Yeah.
Where did you come from, Kootenhayoo?
Got Danita in the house.
And me.
The Coots and me.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? He said, will you defeat them, your demons, and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made? Because one day I'll leave you a phantom to lead you in the summer to join the Black Parade. Son,
sorry, a little housekeeping. Please don't block the camera. The camera's right there as a live stream. And also, please remember to wear your masks and, wash your hands and all that stuff.
Hey, CM. Hojka CM Siaya. Hojka Che CM. My beloved relations, thank you for coming to support the family, lift up their hearts. One of my teachers said, any ceremony that you're part of, it's important to go away feeling a little bit better, or the ceremony hasn't been done right. It's up to us as the East End community to lift up the family. It's up to us to lift up each other. In one of my ceremonies about 15 years ago, before that, I didn't understand my brother when he'd say, thank you for the blessed tears. Thank you for the blessed tears. I didn't understand that, and then I was in a ceremony and I heard a lady crying, and I felt it. But when we cry and when we release and when we sing even, we're releasing our hurt and our pain. And I felt that. And what I felt actually was a relief. When what I started to feel was a song coming out of that release. And that's what we're here doing today. I'm glad that fire is lit. We want to create this area right now to be a holy place. From our whole circle that we're standing in, and all what's inside of it now is a holy place. What I know and what I understand is we put any two elements together, a spirit can be born out of that, like the fire spirit and that wood spirit. You put it together and a spirit will come out of there with intention. And our intention today is a prayer. Is a prayer to support the family. And I know earlier today, they sent our brother, as we say here in our territory we stand on, we sent him home for his last canoe journey home. His last canoe journey home to the spiritual realm. And we're going to help a little bit more today. A little bit more today, we're going to help lift up the family like how we do in our territory here, where we raise our hands to honor you like this. This time we'll do a little bit different, and we'll send the son, our brother, grandson, all those beautiful things he was to each and every one of us here. We're going to send him home and raise our hands to the heavens of where he's going to go. It's a hard thing to do. I know in my spiritual experiences, I was lucky enough to experience a little bit of heaven. But knowing that doesn't help when somebody passes away like this, because my heart's still heavy. And I'm still hurt like the family here today. There's a spiritual transition that's hard for us to understand, that they're still here in spirit, but physically, mentally and emotionally, they're not here to hold, to hug, to love. And I know the relationship that you had with him was important, because I know with my kids, there's a spirit born between us, and when we come together with my son and my daughter, that love that we share with one another as a parent and as a child, we're two elements of earth that came together and created a spirit, and that spirit is love. And that's what you have for our brother, Taran. You have that. And it's hard to understand, because with love you could feel it physically, like you could feel it mentally, you could feel it emotionally, and of course spiritually. And the transition that we're going to pray for here as one family, and what we say in our language is Natsamat. One heart, one mind, and one prayer, all together. With the love that you have in your heart, pick each other up. Taran, he brought us together here right now, today, at this moment. And we need to pick each other up. These are hard times. This is my third funeral in 3 weeks. Our relations are suffering with what's going on with COVID. At this moment now, I'm surprised, and I'm happily surprised how many people came, because we wanted to do something. We wanted to pick up something to draw us here. And that's that love that I'm talking about, that you carry for him. That's the love that I'm talking about, that you carry for each other. That's what I'm imploring to you, like we do in prayer, where we beg our ancestors for good things to continue to happen for our family. Now we're going to pray for good things to continue to happen to Taran, because after today, he is our angel that we are going to pray to. After today, he is the angel that's going to help us in our hard times. I know it's going to be hard to ask that by somebody that we believe that should be here. We believe that he should be here. But today, for this moment at least, with the strength of your spirit deep inside of you and the love that you carry, raise your hands together collectively, everybody. Raise your hands to the heavens and give our brother one more push home. And his last canoe journey home, Creator, grandmothers and grandfathers, take your grandchild into the heavens. Take him now. Take him now to be in that place with the angels to help us. Raise your hands high and send your brother home. Give him one push home. Hey, CM. Mir Kaya, daughter? Yeah. My daughter and I are going to share a song. Oh, Thank you, my beloved relations. I raise my hands to the family, and I raise my hands to all the people that helped here. You made it look so beautiful. I saw the ladies and some of the men being so busy making all this so beautiful. Because he was beautiful. He is beautiful. So from the bottom of my heart to each and every one of you, I want you to know you're loved. I want you to know that we're here together as Natsamat, as one heart and one mind and one prayer together, showing and feeling and sharing that love. So Haichka, raise my hands to each and every one of you and thank you and blessings upon each and every one of you. Haichka, CMCI, Haichka.
Hawa, thank you so much. I'd like to call Audrey Siegel to say a few words, if she's ready.
Thank you. I'm going really slow. I'm healing from a concussion from falling, so I don't want to fall again. Oh, this is good. Thank you. Want to raise my hands to you, Ruben and Kaya and Curtis, and thank you all. Thank you for bringing your medicine, for representing, and for bringing those ancestors. I can ask everyone, close your eyes. Take a slow, steady breath in through your nose. And as you let it out slowly through your mouth, feel your feet connect to the earth. And if you, in your mind's eye, look around, can you see the beautiful ancient cedars? Can you see all of the beautiful old trees? Can you feel on your bare feet, can you feel that earth wiggling between your toes? It's nice and cool, and when you wiggle your toes, you can smell the pine, you can smell the cedar, you can smell the earth.
Get closer to the mic.
Let yourselves stay in this place for just a few breaths. It's cool and it's calm here. Your hearts are okay here. Your mind is slow. Your blood is slow. Everything in your body, your breath, it just slows down. Come back to this place whenever you need. Know that you're loved here. Know that the ancient ones walk with you here. Know that it's just you and the trees and those beautiful birds and the water off in the distance. Just you in this place. And maybe your loved ones come to join you here because you're able to be steady. I just want to raise my hands again to each of you, for the organizers, for the family, for the loved ones. Thank you for opening up and creating this space for everybody to be together. For me, the work I do is directly with and for the ones who don't walk in this space anymore. And I want you to call on yours, to call on your loved ones, to call on your grandmother, your sister, your mom, your partner, your pets, the ones who are already over there. Call on them. We are each other's medicine, is what my grandmother said. And when we come together in spaces like this, this is proof that we are each other's medicine. But it's really important that you're also medicine for yourself right now, because we need you here. We need you here to help and guide and care for the one next to you, the one in front of you, the one behind you. Being medicine means it's a safe space to listen. Means let's go for a walk in the trees. Means come and stretch out on the couch and we'll watch a movie. It means I can send you some dinner. Means I will make you a feast and drop it at your door, and you can go right back into your pod or your cave as you need. Find the ways to take care of each other and find the ways to take care of yourself. There are still harder days and emotions and waves to wash over. So we need to set up support for ourselves and for each other, whether it means gathering around fires, setting up. I know we're all zoomed out, but sometimes it's the only way to be together. And I raise my hands to each of you today who did the hard work at Glenhaven, the ones who've been doing the hard work for days and days, for over a week, for sharing the pictures, for bringing the food, for organizing this space, for those who've been loving and caring for the family and the closest. I raise my hands and I say, Haitsapka. I wish I had prettier words. I wish I had softer words. I wish I had the words that each of you needed to hear for your hearts to feel whole again. But what I do have is love. I don't have to know you to love you. My heart is strong. My heart is healing. And my heart is sending everything it has to each of your hearts. I can promise you that one day the pieces, what feels like shards inside, is going to hurt less. That what feels like when every breath feels like it might be your last one and you don't know how you're going to carry on, that's why we pray. That's why you call on your grandmothers and your grandfathers and your ancient ones, because they carry you through this. You don't have to know anything right now. All you have to do right now is just breathe. I've been getting through 4 years just breathing. I'm able to do this work again now because I'm just breathing. So in your hardest moments, just stop and just breathe. And if you have someone near you who, I hate saying it this way, but is safe to hug, let them hold you. If you need to scream, go to the trees and scream. Go on your porch and scream. Scream in the middle of the store. Whatever works for you. If you need to cry, let it out. If you need to laugh, let it out. I cannot implore you more to find your medicine, to let the medicine that you are flow out of you. Anybody who would like to gather safely again at the water with medicines and a fire, we were talking, we need safe spaces to be able to be together. Maybe we can figure something out, a way to do that, and continue to be each other's medicine. So I raise my hands to each of you and I say with everything in me, thank you to the ancestors, thank you to the medicines, and I implore each of you, as you leave here today, before you leave, check your spirit. Make sure you're safe to go. Find someone to travel with and contact people and let them know that you're safe, and keep checking on each other, not just in hard times, but at all times. Haitsapka.
Thank you so much, Audrey. I take my mask off. At some point, we're going to have to push this tent up because it's a little low. We can do it right now. I just want to make a note. There's tobacco ties over by the fire here. And just to give you an idea of what's going to happen today is we're going to do a few speeches. I'm going to say a few things. We're going to play a piece. I have a piece of Taran's on my phone that I'll play as well. And there's also food, so we'll encourage you to eat some food, and then we're going to open up the mic for a little bit if it feels like that's something we should do.
Can you announce that food on the table is for giveaway? Please, people start, whoever wants some, just start bagging food. There's bags on the table.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
lovely, so I don't want
Is it right over here? Yeah,
No,
it's over there. Oh, there's food over on this side here, and if you feel like you want to eat something, there's bags, and we can do.
It's not for edibles. Well, I mean, you can, but some of it needs to be cooked.
Okay, some of it, yeah. Come and pick up your grab bag and wear your mask, and thank you so much. Yeah. Sorry, I just got to get sorted. This isn't like a regular thing where I get a chance to sound check and do everything, and that's okay. It's happening kind of naturally, and my notes are all nice and wet. There we go. Yeah. Okay. We're going to, can I get like 3 or 4 tall people to help me out with the tent? Quentin, you've been recruited. And then we're going to push it up. So a few tall people.
Oh, I see. Push up.
That's a knot. It's a knot. Well, it has to go up on knees, no? Because this is a knot. This is not going to clip.
Yeah, I won't go over that. We did something.
Well, it looked like we were telling you. Go with that.
I got it. It's okay. We'll get this over here. I did bring clips and everything, but it's all good. There we go.
Got it?
Yeah. So once again, I'd like to say my name is Robert Thompson, and I'm proud to say I was a friend and colleague of in the performing arts with Taran Standing Sunrise Kootenhayoo. 9 years ago, I met Taran. He came bustling into the ironworks with a skateboard in one hand, a coffee in the other, and he was giggling and had this massive smile on his face and laughing about how hard it was to skateboard and drink coffee. He was pretty new to the city at that point, and he wasn't there to perform. He was there to support his sister Cheyenne and support the other performers that evening. And that would be a familiar sight we would see, an engaged audience member in Taran, and I like to think that he's going to be joining us on all these different stages when we can start to dance again. Born in Cold Lake, Alberta, Alexis Nakota Sioux Nation, Taran Jerry Kootenhayoo was proud to be Dene Sioux Lene and Stoney Nakota. He was raised by his single mother and lived in Calgary, Edmonton, and Vancouver. Family and friends were of great importance to him, and it's essential we acknowledge those roots. Taran was predeceased by his grandmother, Anne Kootenhayoo, and grandfather, Jerry Kootenhayoo. He's survived by his mother, Cheryl, grandmother, Agnes Gendron, sister, Cheyenne, brother, Ethan, partner, Jade Baxter, auntie, Susie, niece, Sophia, cousins, Ashley and Brandon, Shannon's partner, Brad, and childhood friend, Dylan Jackknife, the Thunderhawk crew, and many friends from across Turtle Island. Taran was also Taran also has a number of family friends waiting back home for him in Alberta. Over the last week, we've seen the outpouring of support for Taran, and like, how could one person have so many different friends? And it just shows the power and the connection that he had for everybody. He always listened to you. He was such a good friend, and I like to think that the mural that's been erected at Leaside Skate Park, he's laughing his ass off as he sees my old sort of big ass trying to stumble up to get to the top of the ramp, and it's so high and I'm stumbling around. So I think this trickster's having a laugh at our expense right now. Taran was a connector, and he connected us to this important piece to his life. Taran was like water. He could do so many different disciplines. He flowed between them so seamlessly. His art, his activism, they weave together. You could not separate them. He was an actor. He was a writer. He wrote for the plays and screen and stage. He was the indigenous fashion boy. It was like, he's the one you kind of strive to be. I think that's why Section 35 has so much of my money. He was a powerful voice in our community, and we're going to miss him really, really greatly. He was a fantastic dancer, and he had great style.
I think about this moment I had. I was walking towards the Full Circle office. I was coming down Main Street towards the Georgia Viaduct, and I see Taran bombing down on his skateboard, and he looked just so cool. And he didn't stop. We just tipped our coffees, and he kept going. And I was thinking about just like how well he just could capture a moment. And you know, he could always steal the stage and steal the show, but he didn't always do that. He was generous with his offerings as a friend, a performer. He looked so good in everything he did, and I like to think he makes everything better. I'm going to miss bringing Taran into our community events and hosting. He had a way of challenging the audience without talking down to them. He had understanding of protocol. He knew when people should eat and when, who should be fed by who. He just was such an energetic spirit, and he could handle a moving, floating schedule, and I'll thank him for that forever. When I think about Taran, you think that he came to this world fully formed, but he worked really, really hard to be as good as he did at everything he did. He was part of the Dream Speaker program with his friend Dylan. He graduated from the Victoria School of Visual Arts. He received a diploma in acting for stage and screen from Capilano University. He was part of the Full Circle First Nations Performance Ensemble and the Urban Ink Collective. Taran valued his mentors, and he gave that mentorship back. And he led by example too. Early on in 2008, he petitioned to have the skate park near his neighborhood upgraded. And so he was always doing these things. Last night I talked to his sister Cheyenne and asked if there's anything she wanted to share. The family, first off, is overwhelmed by the love and support that you've all contributed. They're honored that you're here, obviously. And they're most proud of his writing. They found it awe-inspiring. We know that Taran lives inside of all of us. He taught us all so much to be better, to be patient, and to be forgiving. We love you, Taran. I'm just going to pull up his piece and just play it for him. I was going to read it. This is when the Eagles died. Oh, we're going to light the cameras, or the candles, sorry. It's tricky to do all these different things at once. So be patient and be forgiving to me. So you have to let it burn a bit. If you're having trouble, it'll catch fire once you have to light it a little bit, and then it comes down. Candace, why don't you come up here and just show everyone?
The wicks were really long, right?
Yeah.
And so once it burns down, then it will catch.
Yeah, so the wicks are really long, so once it burns down, it'll stay lit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Let me know when we should. Looks pretty. Yeah, we're gonna. I think it'll be after we do the. Definitely, yeah. We'll open it up.
The only thing I fear in this world is the day the eagles die. When I gaze into a sky of eagles soaring high, I then know that there is still hope for another chance of serenity. A feather floating so slowly, so lightly, it catches in my dream catcher, letting me know that only my fears are the real enemy. Oil spilling my health away. Eagles give me strength in the morning to know that today will bring me more than another dollar bill to help cover up an ocean of spilled problems that are bigger than me. The day the eagles die, grass dancers will clear the fields as traditional dancers wave goodbye. The drummers will beat and sing in synchronistical form. At least we tried. Idle no more, we stood side by side. Oka crisis, Bill C-45. At least we tried. Chin up, we'll say. Don't look so down. When ancestors pass away, northern lights dance in the sky, knowing it's not really goodbye. They've just passed over to the other side. The day the eagles die, I'll set my dream catcher aside. But until this day arrives, I'll stand with you side by side. Oka crisis, Bill C-45. Keep your chin up and fly. That eagle feather that caressed you, Creator has blessed you with pride. It ain't over till it's over. Look around you, pick a 4-leaf clover. Whatever it takes for you to come closer to your family and friends. This ain't the end until the last eagle finally ascends. All my relations.
Let's just take a moment and reflect. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your patience in listening and connecting with Taran. I have a couple pieces that were sent to me from his good friend Maria and his friend Jade. If they want to come up and read them, if they can do that now, or I'm going to read the pieces so I make sure that that's been received and given to the world. And then we're going to play a piece on the projecting screen, a short film, I believe, or a slideshow, I'm not sure. And then we can grab food right over here. And then we'll open up the mic.
You did?
I did,
Oh,
yes.
can I borrow it? Thank you.
I'm sorry, everything is soaking wet.
Oh, that's okay.
And
That's good.
I'm also not wearing my mask, so.
That's okay.
Put my mask on and nothing.
Hey, my name's Maria Margreta, one of Taran's buds. I just wanted to share something with everyone. Okay. Oh shit.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, sorry. Ugh, God. Okay, so when Taran and I met, we instantly became the best of friends. I think it was because we matched each other's chaotic energy and always encouraged one another's antics. Jade called it theater kid energy or theater kid behavior, but I'm not a theater kid, maybe just a little unhinged, and Taran brought that out in me. I've been nonstop shuffling through all of mine and T's memories together, smiling and cherishing the shared laughter and uncontrollable cackles. And the other night, I remembered pretty recently, Taran and I were reminiscing on our top 5 mom fights and dad fights moments. We both instantly agreed on our favorite, and I just wanted to share that with you all. So we were sitting in his room at the lodge when he just like randomly proclaimed really loud. He was like, "I never fall." And then immediately after, he tripped and he just ate shit so hard into the refrigerator, face first. And we both just started laughing so hard that I peed myself a bit. And Taran put it, he said in his message, "Holy, I never laughed harder in my life." And the other day I was in Lytton and with Jade, and I was about to walk down the stairs to sit by the snow-covered garden where Jade and Taran had planted, they'd planted it together this summer. And I put my foot on that first step, and I thought, this looks really sketchy. And I stepped down with my coffee and my cell phone, and I thought about that moment at Taran's apartment. And I was laughing, and yeah, I just slipped and I ate shit the whole way down the stairs. And I was sitting in the snow and laughing, covered in coffee, and just thinking about it all. And like not even 2 seconds later, Jade, Richard, and Justin, they just popped their head out, and Jade said, "Oh, be careful of those stairs. They're really slippery." And we all were just laughing, and you know, I knew that Taran was with us and watching and laughing from the spirit world, and that he is always with us. And yeah, I just wanted to say, Taran, thank you for letting me be your mom fights to your dad fights. I love you, and I'll miss you forever. And thank you, everyone, for being here, being with us.
That was weird.
That was weird. Do you want the paper? No, sorry.
Hello everybody. I know there's no words expected of me, but this is just something that I wanted to share. And before I say it, I just so fortunate to love and be loved by Taran, and to have spent the time with him that I did. But I was always in awe of the way that he loved people, and it's evident in how many people are here. I'm still a little short. I met Taran several times before I really met him, and I think that should have been the first indicator of his sacred trickster energy. First was a play in Lytton, then at a protest, and then at our first karaoke session. But I'll never forget the time I really did meet him. I went to the reading of White Noise in January of 2018, and he invited me to come just like he had invited the whole world to attend, and I went. Not at all knowing that the room was filled with the faces of people I would come to love and know through Taran. We listened and we laughed to the reading. I thought the way he wore his sweater just on one shoulder was kind of bizarre, but he pulled it off and he conducted the room through his work, or his magic. Someone took a photo of that moment and gave it to him, and he had it on his fridge, and I kept teasing him about his sweater behavior throughout our time together. The play ended and the actors bowed, and then I walked up from the back of the room to say congratulations. When I got to Taran, nervously saying that I had made it and that it was an amazing piece, he looked into my eyes, and I dramatically swear my whole world shifted. Our story began then, and I think about how beautiful his eyes were in that moment every single day. Wolstein, Cook State, for all of your prayers and love.
Masicho Ishnish Hai OCM. My name is Taran Kootenhayoo. I was born in Edmonton. I'm a true Edmontonian, Albertan, but we lived here in Vancouver for 3 years. I always knew Taran was a special little kid, even when he was like 2 years old. He would command a crowd just by how adorable he is. When he was 7 months old, he didn't start walking, he started running. He wouldn't stop, and he hasn't stopped for the longest time. One of my fond memories of him is when me, him, and my daughter Cheyenne were sitting in a Wendy's having our lunch. And just out of the blue, he just stood up and squawked like, "Ah!" And then sat back down, and I looked at him, and I looked at Sean, like, with Taran, "What was that?" "Oh, I was a bird." Just out of the blue. That was Taran. He would do crazy things like that all his life. I don't want to mourn the loss of him because I prefer to celebrate his life. I'm so proud of him as his mother. I was complimented so many times on how well I had raised a beautiful human being like him. And I was honored and grateful. Taran Jerry Kootenhayoo will always have a place in my heart. His going away, I feel like a part of my heart is missing, but on the other side, it's growing because the amount of people who loved him are unsurmountable. The people that he touched was inconceivable. When he was born, it only took 3 pushes, and the last push, he jumped out. The doctor had to catch him. That's how well he wanted to get out of me and get into this world. I love my son so much. I feel he's in a good place and he's with our ancestors. He's with my family. We have more strength on the other side now that he's there. Everybody who was touched by him was blessed by him. I was blessed by him. And I feel that I don't think my heart is broken, but it's healed. He's healed me in a lot of ways. A lot of things that he was scared about me. He worried about me, where I'm worried about him. But when we're together, we just complete each other. Anyway, I'm going to miss him. I appreciate all your guys' support. I think that this is a life-changing experience for all of us. I'd like to say thank you for all those who helped put this ceremony together, helped with the arrangements, helped just to be there for us as a family. So as far as I'm concerned, we're all family, and that was, like he said, we all love and support each other, and life will be a better place if we do that. Masi Cho, hi. Oh, thank you for being on a territory of you guys and see the territory. I give thanks for allowing him to live here and be a part of your community. Masi Cho, hi, ish nish. Hajka Osiam.
Hello, my name is Dylan Jackknife. I was Taran's best friend and brother. That's how I see it. I knew Taran for 13 years. Ethan, his little brother, was 7 years old when I first met him. And we'd always laugh because Ethan couldn't say the word oysters. He would say oinksters. And me and Taran would be like, Ethan, what would you say? It's like, I hate those oinksters. When me and Taran first met, it was so innocent because we just shared one common interest, and that was skateboarding. It was after that dude so much, and I'll continue to love him. He'll forever be my greatest teacher. Just like the stories that everyone here has come to share. I mean, it is a testament to how much we all love Taran. I urge everyone to look around you right now and see all the faces that he's touched. This was one man, we have to remember. This is one person who united people wherever he went, danced into every room. He attacked life with such grace and care, always gave everyone the benefit of the doubt, always gave everyone the time. I could recount how many times of just watching him being stuck in a conversation because his heart was too big to leave. So he'd be walking away, stepping away, and being like, yeah, okay, yeah. He'd be there for another 20 minutes. It was probably raining like this, too. Who knows? Like I was saying before, like just how many people Taran has touched. I remember one of my favorite moments of Taran, this just goes to speak to his character. It was right after he wrote the poem, The Day the Eagles Die. And I remember it was so fresh because we used to do this thing called the Goosebumps test when he would say something or we would listen to a song and it would give you goosebumps. That was Taran's poetry to me. And I remember when he first wrote The Day the Eagles Die, and I was like, wow, dude, you're onto something. Like, that was so beautiful. And one of his first showcases of the poem was at a missing and murdered Indigenous woman's candle-lit vigil, just like this. And there was people sharing words and sharing stories about our fallen sisters and stuff. And obviously it was a very, 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 powerful time, people coming together. Because, just like the cruel history and the unfortunate circumstance of being born Indigenous is that we are plagued with traumas and stuff. And Taran realized that, and he put himself on the forefronts of protest and trauma for other people well putting his aside, and that just goes to show the character that he was. But while we were at this candlelit vigil and everyone was mourning our fallen sisters, Taran, without saying, unbeknownst, walked right into the center of the crowd, and he shared his poem, The Day the Eagles Die, and brought everybody to tears. His projection and everything was so amazing. It was so elegant. I remember I was standing in the back. I was holding a candle just like how you people are now, and I was weeping at the words that my brother was speaking. His words were so powerful, and just like I said before, he'll forever be my greatest teacher in life and in death, you know. It's just one stage in our culture, that's it. I just want to, you know, just say that I love you, Taran. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me, for making me fall in love back with my culture again, and not only demanding more of himself, but making me demand more of myself too. And for that, I'll always be grateful. So thank you, Taran. You're my brother, and I love you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dylan, and thanks for the family. So the weather's getting nasty, so I just want to acknowledge that, and thank you for everyone sticking around. We're going to go and we're going to show a film on the other side here, so please make some room so everyone can see. And also, we should start getting the food out, because let's get this good food into your bodies as well, and make sure you have it. And then I think Takaya is going to share a song after that, and then just kind of keep coming up to me if you do have something to say. So we're going to go over here, we're going to watch the film, we're going to grab food, and then a song is going to be shared. Okay. Paisley, can
When I skate around the city, seeing everyone drinking Starbucks and doing whatever the fuck, I wonder if you have any idea about this pipeline. If I told you Wreck Beach, Third Beach, Crab Park would be affected, would you care or believe me? Welcome, all my relations. My name is Taran Kootenhayoo. I am Dene Sonflinaire from Cold Lake, Alberta. I am Yahi Witch Hostaby, Mountain Stonies. First and foremost, I skate. I've been skating for over 10 years now. Otherwise, I'm a playwright, actor, spoken word, poet, activist. It's an honor to be able to do all of this work on the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh territories. We live in a world that exists in constant motion. From vehicles traveling produce to our superstores, to the literal planet rotating on an axis in the stars. There isn't many moments we get to feel as if things have stopped. But that's not to say that those moments don't exist. We plant seeds in fertile soil, the dearth beneath our fingernails, while we witness worms wiggling their way away from the freshly dug hole, only to return when things come back to normal. Somewhere in between dreaming of the harvest and feeding our loved ones, we stopped. Stopped hearing the ever-present hum of having to pay rent on stolen land. Stopped feeling like there wasn't any hope for a future worth living. Stopped seeing the hurt in everyone's eyes as if you weren't hurting yourself. The moment was there.
and so are you. We hold on to these moments. They feel less than a minute and at the same time infinite. We get out of ourselves and into the world around us. We give so that others may take. We live in a world that exists in constant motion. We live, and that's enough.
Dad bites.
Party, guys.
That's so lame.
Where's the rave? Oh, bust it down.
Real trap shit.
My name is Taran Kootenhayoo. I'm Dene Sontlina and Stony Nakota. I'm a member of Alexis Nakota Sioux Nation. This is my second year. It was beautiful. It was awesome. Like at the Queen Elizabeth Theater, it was really exciting, and it's amazing seeing like all the beautiful work by the designers, but also the models just like being like resilient and indigenous. It was really cool to see that like representation, and I wasn't too sure what to expect, but when I was there and I got to be a model as well, it was really empowering. Yeah. When I was a child, I remember running around, chasing and playing with a girl. She was my mother's best friend's daughter. She had a sundress on, it was sunny outside, and I remember wearing a smile on my face the whole time. When I was a child, I remember having crabapple fights from across the street with my friends. We wasted almost all of the crab apples from those 2 tiny trees, just throwing them at each other. It was hilarious and it was fun. When I was a child, I knew what it felt like to be happy, because it was very different when I was not. Gravity was heavier, walls were larger, blankets became a lot more comfier. I find myself inside those blankets more often than not. I find myself inside this body where the child I once was seems to have been forgot. In there, somewhere, I can see the crab apples lying on the streets. In here, somewhere, I can see myself smiling with rosy cheeks. If my brown skin could be rosy, anyways. I carry my blanket with me. I carry it when I sit on transit. I carry it when I sit across from people I know. I carry it when I'm pretending that things are just fine and that I don't want to let go. Because if I let go, I'll lose the warmth of my own comfort. If I let go, if I let go, if I let go. When I was a child, I didn't know my father. When I was a child, I couldn't find a father. So I carried a blanket with me when gravity got heavy. I carry it every day when I sit on transit, when I sit across from people I know, when I'm pretending that things are just fine and that I don't want to let go. When I was a child, I didn't know when I would turn into an adult. Now that I'm an adult, I thank the child in me that taught me what it was like to be happy. I thank that child for being good to me. Masi cho. It helped a lot.
Welcome to What's Your Story Vancouver, and I'm James Jenkins, and over here is Taran Kootenhayoo. He is a star to watch at this year's Whistler Film Festival. Taran, you maybe give us a little rundown of who you are, and a little BG on yourself, a little backstory.
Abawashted Dugukua, Taran Kootenhayoo, Thue Chochtue, Hots Eat and Esonflinehesli. I said, welcome, Mama Relations, in Stony Nakota. And I said, my name's Taran Kootenhayoo, and I'm Dene Sonflineh from Cold Lake. It's in Alberta. I'm a member of Alexis Nakota Sioux Nation. And yeah, it's like Treaty 6 territory. Yeah, so I'm Dene Sonflineh in Stony Nakota.
Right.
And I currently pay rent in Vancouver.
Everyone slap your leg or something. Yeah, slap your face. Slap your face. Slap your face.
Yeah, you're my sister named Coco. I call you my sister, but every says that, so yo, that is my sister. They say, yo, yeah, me too. And I'm like, no, Mr. Please. She changed my dirty ass butt. When I was little, I was running around the dirt. She was like, get over here, fuck.
Yeah! Too good. Oh shit.
Wait, what kind of music you want? What kind of music you want?
I just fought this bitch inside a Billy Cool. Hoping no rape, got stars up on the roof.
Over there. All right, on the count of 3, say your Indian status card out loud. 3, 2, 1. 911-0053503. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 7, 0, 0, 5, 3, 5, 0, 3. Yeah. All right, for all you non-status, go to Park Royal Mall and get some electronics for tax free. Just remember that number.
Every time I get a bit inside, I feel it.
Brother. I just need to go straight for the 2-head. Hop. Pow. Oh, baby.
One more.
Come
Oh,
on,
what a
let's
goof.
go.
There you go. Fast ass learner. Darn. Wow. Keep speaking. Where's her mouth? Oh my
This might hit somebody.
Back. And he said, nah, you don't need me. You need a job, homie.
Exhibit tweeted me!
gonna feed him?
Were those just from? Just super.
Alberta style. Okay, cheese style.
It doesn't work like this. You need to use the sweater. Please tell me this isn't your hand. If this is your fucking hand, I'm just fucking done with these fucking hands. You're gonna go up, and then you're gonna come back down. Like this. Whoa, and then you go that way. Yeah.
Where did you come from, Kootenhayoo?
We got Danita in the house.
And me.
The Coots and me.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? He said, will you defeat them, your demons, and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made? Because one day I'll leave you a phantom to lead you in the summer to join the Black Parade.
Okay, where's the MC? Okay, there you are.
Thank you. Thank you. Are you ready to come?
Hi. I want to share a warrior song for my dear friend Taran. Yeah, from like the moment I met him, just have really looked up to him. And I know it's hard on a lot of young people, seeing such a strong and incredible and talented and brilliant person leave this world. But I know he's a trickster, and I take comfort in knowing that he is transforming right now. He visited me in a dream a few days ago. He was calling me, and I picked up, and I was really surprised to hear his voice. I was like, Taran, what? And he was telling me what it was like on the other side of things. And he performed a poem about his experiences as he's transitioning and making his journey. And the call kept dropping, and he was and every time he would call back, he'd be like, I'm sorry, like the reception's just really shitty here. Yeah, this is the warrior song to give strength to our community, everyone who loved Taran, his family, his friends, and to give that strength to Taran as he joins his ancestors.
think it was Lizzie and Farah. They were going to sing a song. JB, are you guys still here?
Hey everyone. Taran was such a good friend and family member and amazing person to each and every one of us. Had our own really special relationship with him. And this is so hard. And sorry. We wrote a song, Dancing in the Sky, for our couple brothers who passed away, Bimo and Trey, and his sister Heidi, and we never imagined that we would sing this for Taran, but we really want to sing it for him. The song's called Dancing in the Sky. I know that some of you know it, so we humbly ask you to help us sing it. We're not going to sing on the mic. We're just going to try and sing as loud as we can. Farah, Jer, Lonnie, and Jules are going to help us lead, and if you guys just sing with us. The song's called Dancing in the Sky. It's for Taran. Where's Jared? Jared, if you're still here, come join us, please.
Tell me, what does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fears and your pain gone away? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I bet it's so nice up in heaven since you arrived. So tell me, what do you do up in heaven? Are your days filled with love and light? Is there music? Is there art and invention? Tell me, are you happy? Are you more alive? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I bet it's so nice up been heaven since you arrived. And I hope you're dancing in the sky. And I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. And I hope the angels know what they have. I bet it's so nice up in heaven since you arrived. Since you arrived. Rest in peace, man. Love you.
So I'll give a moment if anyone wants to come forward. It'd be a good time, and before we just get kind of rained out here. So I don't believe that anyone is waiting in line. So this is if you have a few things you want to say, this is a good time to do it.
Waked in a way Rose Rensquest Rent Askin Rensquexkin. I got to talk to Taran in December quite a bit when I asked him to do a board for the Nation's Art fundraiser. I was so happy that he said yes, because everything he put out, like we all know, it was educational about the occupation, what's going on in Canada, the current events. And he wanted the board to be sold for $25. And it just was like kind of a humble, and like he was so modest about everything he did with skateboarding. That's how I got to know him, was through skateboarding. When I called him and told him the board sold for $200, he was so happy. He was so shocked. And I included Taran in on a few things. We did some TV shows together. And I asked him what his most proud moment was, and he told me about the Cold Lake skate park that he got the petition and signatures for, and I don't know, my condolences to the family and to his sister and all his friends. He was so loved in this community, and just on behalf of Nations, I just want to say our deep condolences, and he will be missed. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name's Cody Lightning, and I was one of Taran's really good homeboys. He was one of my brothers, and close to his family. And me and Taran, just before this had happened, we'd been on the phone or FaceTiming almost every day, whether it's just to, talk crap to one another, make fun of each other, talk about our projects. And the night before, I had a really horrible dream, and I didn't know what it meant. I woke up, I was scared, and then right after I heard the news about him, one of my uncles, now another uncle, 3 days in a row, and it was just like, damn, when's this gonna stop? And he meant so much to everyone. Look at everyone standing out here. I'm soaked, I'm freezing, and I'm still out here for my boy because I loved him that much. And I'm sad he's gonna be, that he went to the other side. but I loved him so much. And he was one of the sweetest dudes I've ever known in my life, and he meant so much to me or my homies. And I could call him at any time. I can call him, I'd be like, yo, what's up, dude? He's like, hey, what's up, bro? Just going on stage right now. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, I gotta come be quiet, I'm going on stage. And I was like, oh shit, all right, well, why you even answer? But that's just what he did. He did that. I can call him at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. We could just talk about anything, because that's my brother, man. And I'll share one little quick story. I remember we were hanging out, and when I first moved into my new place, we had no kitchen set up, so we put a big tent in the kitchen area for a guest room. Because he was like, yo, boy, I'm coming to Edmonton. I'm going to stay with you. I'm like, all right. He always hung out and stayed at my house when he came to town. And he goes, and I was like, well, let's camp out in the tent then. So we're hanging out and just broing out, telling jokes. And my girlfriend comes home and she's like, hey, come to bed. And I was like, no. She's like, come to bed now. I was like, no, I'm sleeping with my boy. I was like, come on. She's like, come to bed. And he's like, holy bro, just go to bed with her. And I was like, I want to sleep beside you, man. I never get to see you. I want to sleep beside you. Anywho's, that's all I want to say about my brother. And he's going to rest in power up there. And I love him so much. And thank you all for showing up here for him. Hi.
Samanganese are here. Awashi. Samanganese in our language means the cops.
I just want to say thank you all so much for the support and helping out. You know, I could not do any of this without anybody. And I'm going to really miss my brother. And I'm going to really miss him having to tell you that he's my actual brother, because he was always like, that's my sister. And everyone was like, that's my sister too. And he had to be like, no, actually my sister. So I'm just going to really miss him. And thank you all so much for being here and for all your help.
Well, I think that's going to conclude this evening, and if whoever wants to stick around and help clean up, it would be greatly appreciated. I want to thank everyone that's helped put this together today. We couldn't do it without this community. Hawa.